Imagine this. You're at home on a Saturday night, you're stuck in your room, bored, and your best friend calls you and asks you if you want to go see the new Joker movie. So you get all excited, you run up to your parents' room, and you ask if you can have $20 to cover the movie cost and pay for some popcorn and a drink. They say no because they're tight on money and they can't afford it right now. So you're stuck in your room on a Saturday night, bored because you couldn't afford it, nor could your parents. In a document released by the U.S. Department of Labor on April 16, 2015, 1/4 of high school students are working today. This statistic is a prime example of how many kids across America at our age are solely relying on their parents to cover their financial needs. Being from McPherson, I would guess that most of us rely on our parents, from us being from a middle to upper class town, and most of us probably haven't had a job. But I do know some of us have had a job. But one thing we all have in common, when we're going to school next year, going to college, we're all going to learn to be responsible for our own financial needs. I've noticed, whether it be my friends or some young adults that have had financial struggles, it's usually because of lack of experience with their financial responsibilities. So today I'm going to talk about why some people don't think it's a very good idea to have a job in high school, how we can go get a job in high school, and the steps you need to take, and the benefits of going and getting a job in high school. So first let's look at why some people don't think it's a very good idea. In an article by Caitlin Blake titled High School Students with Jobs, the Pros and Cons, released on November 22nd, 2017, students who work and go to school at the same time often struggle with issues like overcommitment and even schedule issues. When you have something to do at every moment of your life, you can lead to many problems, whether it be mental health or even physical. If you don't have that time to go home and relax, and I know as crazy as it sounds, just to be lazy and do nothing, it can take a toll on your physical and even mental health. Also, when you work in high school, you lose many valuable times with your friends that you might remember forever. So that is very important to have. Also, another thing that can happen is your grades can start to fall because you don't have that precious time to do homework and study for your important tests. So a key to this is you have to balance your activities, whether it's from work to your friends to just plain out relaxing. Now that we've talked about why some people don't think it's a very good idea, let's talk about how we can actually turn the corner and go get that job. The first step is search your hometown for a full-time job in the summertime. Being from McPherson, there's many jobs around here that most of us don't even know about that we can work at a full-time. But a very important thing is you need to find a job that you can also work during the school year part-time. While you're working at this job, you need to save up as much money as you can so you don't have to work as much during the school year. So I personally, this year, I saved at least 50% from every one of my checks. So I'd have money through the school year and I didn't have to work during sports and school and stuff. According to a study done by Jalen Mortimer titled The Benefits and Risks of Adolescent Employment, once you get over that 20 hours per week while you're going to high school too, this is where you start to see the decline in academics and your social life. So you really need to focus on staying under that 20 limit and you should be okay. You shouldn't be over stressed. Also, Dave Ramsey, multimillionaire, in his book Foundations and Personal Finance, suggest once you get that job in high school, you should focus on getting a $500 emergency fund so you can cover unexpected expenses that you might not be expecting. So now that we've talked about how to go to get the job, let's see what the job's actually going to do for us in the long run. According to an article by Jeff Salengo, an author of many higher education books published on April 29, 2019, a job teaches us the importance of showing up in time, completing a schedule, and completing a list of tasks. So in high school, if you show up late to school, all you get is a tardy put on your resume, which doesn't really have much impact on your life. When you show up late to a job, you're probably going to have a talk with your boss. He's going to get mad, and if it keeps happening, it can lead to you being fired. If you get fired and you have kids at home, this can be very bad. You won't have water, food, the necessities. So getting this job is important to have this trial and error time in high school when it really doesn't matter if you fall on your face. In an article by Caitlin Blake, High School Students with the Job, Pros and Cons, high schoolers never get that opportunity to learn how to budget until they're in college, which often can be too late. So here's another perk of going out and getting a job in high school. So today I talked to you about why some people don't think it's a very good idea to work in high school, how to get a job and how to make money as a high schooler, and the benefits of it. I know it might be too late to start working right now and being more financially independent, but I hope you can go out and teach your kids these valuable lessons and don't give them a $20 bill every time they ask. I started saving my sophomore year, and I wish I would have even started earlier. Thank you.
All right. Good job, Mason. Good job, guys.